Hey guys, this is Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms, and today I'm going to make my favorite lunch. And that would be a Spam sandwich with some chicken noodle soup. So, a lot of people hate Spam. A lot of people hate Spam because they've never tried Spam, or they think it looks gross, or it smells funny. I'm telling you, Spam is actually really good food. It's got a higher protein content, and it's basically pork shoulder with some spices added in there and a little bit of ham. You can also get them flavored. Today I'm going to be making mine jalapeno Spam, but any flavor will do. They even make it in turkey, and but I'm going to stick with regular Spam. Just a little bit of flavoring to it. So anyway, in order to do this, we're going to need a few items. I have those laid out in front of me right here. And of course, what we want to do is get a pan going. Put that under medium, maybe like a 5 or 6 on there, right? And we'll go ahead and we'll cut up our onions and our Spam, throw those in the pan, and then we'll get the rest of our fixings ready. And by the time these is done, we'll be ready to eat. So let's get the camera a little closer and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, first I'm going to get my side dish going. And I got a Lipton cup of soup thing going here. Okay, that's it calls for 4 cups of water. I like mine a little stronger, so we're going to go with 3 cups of water. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. 1 packet of soup. Dump that in there as well. I'm going to stir this up a little bit just to get it right. And then I'll put this on the stove again under medium heat, and we'll let that cook while we're doing the rest of this. Now I've already got my pan for the Spam and onions already preheating, so this will just go on another burner right next to it. Okay, so I've got those 2 started. Got that on medium heat and that on medium heat. While that's warming up, I'm going to cut my Spam and cut some onions up to go in there with it, okay? Alright, I got my Spam out of the container. Just going to use a regular knife here. Cut off 2 pretty good sized hunks. You want them to be maybe 3/8 of an inch each. Nice and thick, right? Okay. And take those 2 and throw them in the pan. Get those started. Now I'll move the Spam out of the way. I'm going to chop up a little onion so you have some grilled onion, and that's going to cook right alongside the Spam. I like mine finely diced, and I also like mine grilled, but that doesn't mean you have to do it that way. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I'll go with raw onion. Gives it a little bit different flavor, but just as tasty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dump that in the pan too. Alright. Now, while that's starting to cook, we're going to go on and take care of the sides, right? I'm going to get a piece of toast here. We're going to put 2 slices of toast in the toaster oven. Those will be cooking alongside of it. That way, about the time the Spam is cooked, the bread will be ready. So I'll throw those in there. All right, then we're going to slice up a little bit of lettuce. Put on top of that. Maybe a little more. I think that's about right. Okay. Because I'm going all out today, we're going to slice up some tomatoes. Because there's nothing better than a little tomato slices on your Spam. 4 real thin slices for that. Okay. And then lastly, a couple of big hunks of cheese. Right, now normally I use cheddar. We're out of cheddar, so I'm using, it looks like jack cheese. 2 slices of that. Big, thick slices. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with 3. Want mine to be extra cheesy, okay? So good, thick slices of cheese. Right, and that's it. I'm going to flip the Spam over. You can see it's cooking away. I'll go ahead and stir this. And flip these over. Stir those onions a little bit too. Get them browned on all sides. Turn the heat down just a smidge there. Okay, we'll let that continue. I'm going to do a little clean up here and get the mayonnaise and mustard ready, so when the toast is ready, I'm ready for it. Alright, I'm just letting this stuff cook for a while, letting the soup warm up, letting my Spam cook in the stove. Got my condiments ready. You can see I have a few eggs getting ready to sell. Those were brought up this morning. So, yep, there we go. Getting a nice brown edge on there. Keep flipping those back and forth so both sides brown equally. And it's not uncommon for you to have to pull your onions out a little bit before the Spam is done, depending on how thick you slice it. Now, some variations I've done with this meal is to throw a slice of bologna or two in here next to it and let that cook up as well. Makes for a nice flavor change. And it's just going to cook for a little while longer. So what I wanted to mention was a lot of people, they just don't like Spam or they've never had it. It's a really good, salty, flavorful meat, and you really owe it to yourself to try it once. If you try it like this, I have a feeling you'll be trying it a lot more often. There's one sandwich of this, and you're usually hooked. So toast should be almost ready, and then we will get the condiments out and get everything assembled, and that's it. All right, so just flip the Spam again. The toast is ready. I'm going to grab that. Two slices of toast here. I'm going to get our condiments on here. Now, the secret to a good Spam sandwich is putting lots of mayonnaise and mustard on there. So we're going to put a nice thick coating of mayo on both sides. Looks like I'm almost out of mayonnaise. Usually I go a little thicker, but it looks like we're running pretty low on mayonnaise. Okay. Then a little bit of mustard. And then we'll spread that around a little. Okay, I'm going to put some lettuce and tomatoes on there. And salt and pepper. Okay, lastly I'm going to put my cheese, nice and thick. You can melt the cheese on there if you'd like. I'm kind of a purist. The heat off the Spam will melt that slightly. And that's it. I'm ready. I'm going to grab my... There we go. We got our Spam, which is about ready. Going to put that right on top of there. Scoop my onions up. Spread those around a little bit. Put my top back on it. And all I need now is my soup. Guys and gals, that is it. One beautiful, tasty Spam sandwich with a little lettuce, a little onion, a little tomato, some salt and pepper and cheese, mayo and mustard, and a nice bowl of chicken noodle soup. Perfect for a cold day like today, and perfect for any Sunday afternoon meal. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have tons of recipes that I make with Spam. Not something you'd normally equate with a guy making cooking videos, but here I am. And I'm telling you, when it comes to Spam, I'm your man. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, a good can of Spam is hard to beat. Well, I'm Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms. Take care.